It occurred to me yesterday when around 2:30 a.m. in the morning, I woke up out of my sleep and something said to me, stop chasing and enjoy and celebrate your victories. So I'm a very driven, ambitious person, and when you're like that, I'm pretty sure some of you can relate. You sometimes truly forget and don't notice the many victories that you have in between you reaching your ultimate goal. So I had posted a video the other day about me going from director to vice president of the company in a little under 3 months. And in the midst of all that, I was still preparing for, this big book signing event that I was going to have for the book I just finished that I was working on for the last 2 years. And I just went right into that space of, creating and preparing and, just trying to get things set up for that book signing event. And so what really occurred to me after that is, wow, I didn't even take the time to celebrate that major milestone that I had just accomplished of jumping, 3 levels in a corporate, company from director all the way up to vice president. And I didn't take time to really celebrate that because I was right to the next thing. And a lot of times that happens to people who are, truly driven and ambitious and who has other goals. But you really have to stop and take that time to realize that you just did something great. And that's what's going to give you the energy and the motivation to continue to keep moving forward. Celebrating your victories is just as important as you continuing to move forward on your goals. So I had to stop myself. I actually postponed my book signing event until next year now, so I could fully just embrace this moment, embrace the time of actually getting to know and learn this new role as vice president so I can excel in it, but also take the time to really build up my brand, my personal brand with the book. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of appearances on different podcasts and doing some speaking engagements so I can really build up the momentum for that as opposed to just trying to rush and get it out there. So, having that realization that night at 3 o'clock in the morning was really a blessing and now I feel so relieved, and I feel like now I can kind of ease and gracefully move into this next phase and gracefully and move into the space of creating for over a year and building up the momentum, building my personal brand, and really creating something that I feel like, because I'm really looking to create a brand new audience with this book launch. So stepping outside of that is going to take a little bit of time, and sometimes when you're really creative and you're just looking to move on to the next thing, sometimes we overlook those little steps as well too, and it's the details that's really going to determine if whatever it is that you're doing is going to be really successful. So the attention needs to be focused on the small, minute details, and sometimes you just have to slow down and make sure you get that done. So along your journey, I know I'm speaking for a lot of people who are in the same space and who have been in the same position. Slow down, enjoy the process, celebrate all those small victories. And even though and this one wasn't small, it was a major one. I want to take your time, enjoy the process, and because of that, you're going to make a whole lot more better decisions because you're not going to be rushed and you're not trying to just force yourself into the next phase. You can actually gracefully and move into those spaces. So, like I said, next year, I will be doing a book signing next year. The book is already available now. It's called The Leadership Fitness Doctrine. It's available on everywhere, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and all those things. You can grab you a copy now. I'll have the link in my description. But really, just enjoy the victories. You've come a long way. I'm proud of you. I know I'm proud of myself. And really, sometimes you don't get, people don't tell you that, but I know I don't know you, but I know me. So I know there are others out there who are on the same journey. And I just want to say, I'm proud of you. I'm here, and thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. And look, just pay attention. Look at all my other videos. You're going to see that it's going to be a great journey and something very inspirational for all of us to learn from, and for also all of us can grow together. So when you get a chance, go into my comments and just drop something that you've accomplished over the last 3 months that you may have overlooked and thought it was just small, but it really was monumental. And just tell me about that in the comments. All right, we'll discuss there. See you soon.